Western media is screaming that Afghan women can't speak in public anymore, thanks to the Taliban. Crazy, right? But hold on, could this be just another wild headline to get clicks? Today, we're going behind the scenes to find out what's really going on. And guess what? Indian media has jumped into this circus too, making it even louder.
3 years after the Taliban's return to power, a new law has been passed saying that women must cover their face and body completely if they leave the house, and their voices cannot be heard in public. Despite the risk to themselves, some women have spoken out and have been telling the BBC's Yogita Limai what life is like for them now.
Seems like there's a dramatic headline about Afghanistan almost every month. But could these stories be missing some key context? Maybe the West is still angry that the Afghan government shut down their opium supply. Funny how that part barely makes the news. Check this clip and see if you notice something strange.
We met Hamdullah Fitrat from the Taliban government. He didn't want to be seen with a woman or sit directly opposite me, but he answered my questions. We asked how he could justify the law.
The laws that have been introduced have been approved by the Supreme Leader in accordance with Islamic Sharia. Any religious scholar can check their references.
In this BBC video, they claim a Taliban rep says women are banned from speaking in public. But did you catch how he's actually sitting right across from a female journalist? And the best part, they skip over his actual answer to her question about women speaking in public and just clip his last line. Convenient, right? This isn't the first time Western media outlets have spread sensational stories about Afghanistan and the Taliban. Take, for example, the widely circulated rumor that the Taliban was planning to ban cricket, Afghanistan's most beloved sport. This rumor spread quickly, leading to headlines that made it appear that cricket's days in Afghanistan were numbered. But what actually happened? Nothing. Cricket continues, and the Afghan national team still plays in international matches. The rumor was just that, a rumor. Yet, stories like these serve to reinforce a negative image of Afghanistan under its new government. Ever notice how when it's something negative, it's all the Taliban did this? But the moment there's something positive, suddenly it's the Afghan government? Funny how that works. Let's talk about another common claim. The Taliban have banned education for women entirely. This too is misleading. While it's true that the Afghan government has implemented restrictions, particularly on girls attending public schools past a certain age, education hasn't been entirely banned. Private schools and informal learning spaces continue to operate, allowing girls to receive education through different channels. Take, for example, this tweet by Canada's own Justin Trudeau, where he jumps in to call the Taliban's actions horrifying, accusing them of trying to erase Afghan women from society. But here's the real question. Has he even checked if the story is true? Trudeau can't bring himself to mention thousands of Palestinian women facing violence, yet he's quick to hop on the bandwagon when it's about Afghanistan, spreading unverified headlines like it's a national sport. What's even more interesting is that while the Western media is painting a bleak picture, Western travel vloggers visiting Afghanistan share a very different story. Many have spoken positively about their experiences in the country, describing the hospitality of the Afghan people and the vibrant culture they encountered. In several vlogs, we see women out in the markets, some not even covering their faces, challenging the idea that Afghanistan is a country where women are completely hidden and silenced. Consider this video by the spokesperson of the Ministry of Vice and Virtue in Afghanistan. This claims that if God has given women rights, then who are we to ban them from anything?
ما باید بگویم که اسلام برای خانم‌ها اجازه تعلیم داده. اسلام برای خانم‌ها اجازه کار داده. که اسلام اجازه داده باشه من چطور میتونم.
Let's set the record straight. Why does Western media still insist on calling the Afghan government the Taliban? Think about it. By sticking with Taliban, outlets like the BBC reinforce a scary stereotype that keeps Afghanistan painted as a nation in constant turmoil. And guess what? That's exactly the angle that aligns with Western political agendas, creating a problem the West claims it needs to fix. During the US occupation, we were bombarded with stories about how Afghanistan was a dangerous place. The goal? To justify America's extended presence there. And now, even with foreign forces gone, that gloomy narrative hasn't shifted. It's as if the media wants us to believe Afghanistan is still in chaos, so we are primed to think they need our intervention again. When you look beyond the headlines, you see a country with its own unique challenges and its own path. Reports of blanket bans on women speaking or stopping sports like cricket are mostly sensationalized. Yes, there is a different government in power, and yes, life has changed. But women are still asserting their voices, people are playing cricket, and Afghan society is adapting in ways the BBC doesn't capture. May Allah bless the people of Afghanistan with peace, strength, and prosperity in this life, and grant them eternal happiness in the hereafter. They have endured so much. May they find the hope and stability they truly deserve.